welcome back to African Foods with Lily. My name is Lillian. Now today we're going to make bean stew, restaurant style bean stew. Now you're going to make this bean stew and your family is going to be asking for it every day. That's where you're going to be saving some money. Anyway, jokes aside, this recipe is really easy, very easy to follow and very delicious results. If you're new here, you are really welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. God bless you all. So, guys, we're going to use a kilogram of fresh beans right here. You wash them, you add some water, and you wash them properly. Please make sure you wash them at least 3 times. Now, you can use any type of beans that you have available to you. Just know that for dry beans you have to cook them a bit longer. Now you remove the beans, the ones that float are usually not good beans, so you remove them, you separate them from the water. Yes, these beans don't take long to cook. If you can get such beans, it would be even better. Now you put them in a saucepan, add some water and add 2 tablespoons of salt. I'm sorry I forgot to show these stages. Now you let them cook on low heat so that they cook faster. Yes, low heat cooks our things faster. Yes, so as our beans get ready, we are going to also be preparing our vegetables. Now you cut your tomatoes like this. I have 3 tomatoes. I'm going to add in a bit of water and then I cook for at least 5 minutes until they are really soft and their outer skin is ready to go off well. So I'm going to use 2 onions here. You peel your onions properly and then you chop. So when you are done cutting your onions, you separate them, add them in a different bowl. So you get garlic. I use 3 garlic cloves. You can chop them like this, or you can use a grater and you grate them. I prefer this because sometimes I love to bite on my garlic. Yes, but you can use you can use the grater. Sorry. So my tomatoes are ready at this point. You remove them and separate them from the hot water. So now you're going to peel the skin off. Now yes, you do this, you heat up your pan, your tomatoes a bit so that the skin peels off nicely and faster. And also when you're cooking your beans, you really want all your the tomato sauce to be in there and not also to chew on the tomato skin. So yes, I always prefer to remove my tomato skin when I'm cooking the beans. So you get your cabbage and you chop it nicely. Now if you don't have a cabbage, you can use aubergines and or you can use eggplants to add in something in the bin so that they're not just plain like that. I usually don't just like to have plain beans. So now you try to get the rosemary leaves. Some people like to just put the whole thing in there, but I don't like how the rosemary feels when you're biting on each leaf. I don't know if you guys feel the same. So I usually just get my rosemary, remove the leaves, and then I chop it like that. Most especially if I'm going to if I'm not making stock. If I'm making stock, then I'll just put in the whole thing the way it is. But if I'm not making stock, I usually just like to chop it nicely like that. So those are some of our ingredients, not all of them. So yes, our beans are very ready. As you can see, you remove and squeeze on them to see if they are really soft. And as you can see, they were very soft and very hot. Yes. So I'm going to separate my bean stew. I'm going to remove it actually from the saucepan because it's the same saucepan I want to use. I want to use the same saucepan. So I remove them and separate them and put them in another pan. Add your pan on stove or the gas cooker. You add in oil. When oil is ready, add in your onions, and I added in also some 2 bay leaves. Now you are going to saute this. Also add in your garlic there. You're going to saute this until you see a bit of golden browning there. Now, when our onions and garlic, when they are golden brown, there is an aroma that they produce, is which is so nice. I know you guys cook. It is very very nice. So usually I cook my onions until they are really golden brown because they will always give the best flavor. Added in my cabbage and also added in the tomatoes. I just decided to crush them because they were too hot for me to even cut. So I just crushed them in there. Added in a carrot. I used only 1 carrot. So there I'm adding in my rosemary. And I also added in a tablespoon, 1.5 tablespoons of tomato paste. Now you mix this nicely. Yes, you don't have to worry about the heat. Please use low heat so that your cabbage doesn't burn. And yes, I added in a teaspoon each of turmeric, cumin, and paprika. At this point, you can add in your favorite spices. I know you guys have a lot. Just try to always play with the food and test out what works for you. Don't just go by the book. That's my saying. Anyway, so you add in the beans right there. You first add in the beans alone without the sauce so that the beans get to meet whatever you have added in so that they blend. And yes, I added in salt. Remember, you guys, when I was cooking my beans, I used 1.5 tablespoons of salt in the stew. So as you add in, it's just for precaution. Please don't add in a lot if you added in salt in the beginning when you are cooking. Now at this point, you can add in your stock when the beans after the beans have mixed with the cabbage. Now you add in your dry ingredients here because our beans are almost ready, so they come in right there. I added in basil, I added in thyme, and then I also added in anise. So yes, I added in 1.5 cups of coconut milk, yes, to give it that restaurant touch, yes. And also to give it that creaminess. Beans are very good when they are creamy. So I'm going to add in 4 cubes because yes, this is a lot of beans. I'm adding 4 cubes there. I have chicken cubes and then beef cubes. Usually I use beef cubes. This was my first time trying chicken cubes in the beans, and guys, it did not disappoint. So to make my beans a bit thick, I added mixed 2 teaspoons of corn flour and some water. Mixed that in there, and I'm going to add it in my beans. So you mix your corn flour and then you add it in there. Now it will tell you what you want. Some of you guys really want your sauces or stews really thick, and some you don't want them to be thick at all. If you don't want it to be thick, please don't use corn flour. Yes, so our beans are really thick, and that's how I like them. Very delicious, very nice. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you. Ciao.